don't know about y'all, but I feel like society is always telling women to do something, to get married, to have kids. You have one kid. When you gonna have another one? When you have the other one? When you gonna have another one? And I just feel like when they get here, then they try to tell you what to do, how to raise the kid, how to live your life, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. And I'm just sick of it. And I feel like at this point, I just want women to know that they are empowered to choose what they want to do. They are empowered to choose how they want to raise their kids, or they're empowered to choose whether they want them or not, you know? And I'm not a mom personally, and I don't really desire motherhood, but I always love to see women charter their own path as it relates to the things that they desire in life. And for this video, in honor of it coming out right before Mother's Day, I want to take some time and talk to the women out there about 3 things you can do as a mother to enhance your life. And if you're not a mother, it will be 3 things you can do prior to motherhood that will enhance your life. Because again, our lives cannot evolve around these kids. They're gonna grow up and have their own life one day. So that is the topic of this video, and I want to get into it so that you can log off and take some action, okay? So if you are new here, hey girl, hey, or hey boy, hey. My name is Jocelyn, and I am the founder of Maximize Money, where I teach Black women how to save more and spend wisely with the 9-to-5 income that they already have. And as I mentioned, this video is all about preparing for motherhood or enhancing your life if you're already a mother, because I'm all about self-care, self-love, and I'm all about women choosing what's best for them and not letting someone else choose it for them. So let's just get into it. So point 1 is to define what motherhood looks like for you. And again, this is applicable whether you're already a mother or not. Do not let society, do not let your family, do not let your friends, do not let social media influence what is best for you. And I feel like some things that I would love people to think about more clearly before they even welcome a child into this world is, what does your lifestyle look like now? And what kind of lifestyle do you want to live with the addition of this new mouth that you have to feed? Do you want to work or do you not want to work? You know, do you want help from others, or do you want to raise your kid, you know, those first couple of months or those first couple of years on your own? Like, really consider how your life will change. And I feel like people just be seeing people's babies online, and it's like, oh, hashtag baby fever, oh, hashtag ovaries. And I'm like, cute for you. You know, ovaries not shivering, and I can love how beautiful this baby is and still not want one. And I feel like deep down, a lot of people really don't want kids, and they've had them because somebody pressured them into it, whether that was their mother, their father, their spouse. And then you wonder why there are so many kids in therapy for feeling unwanted. Like, I just feel like the cycle needs to stop, and I want people to get serious about the fact that motherhood is going to change your life in every single way. And if it's not something you are 100% sold on, I personally wouldn't recommend anybody to do it. And again, I'm not a mom because I don't want kids. Is it a hard no? No, but it's a soft no. And I'm not planning for kids in any kind of way, you know? So I just hope people take the time to get clear on that. And again, not let anyone put that pressure on you. Because for me, like, my mom is still begging for grandkids. And I'm like, keep on begging. Keep on begging, baby, because you're not even gonna be here to help. And that's another thing. Like, I feel like people be having these kids and then they struggling by themselves, or they're struggling with their partner and they don't have a village. And it's like all these people telling you to have this kid, and they all excited for you. They at the baby shower, boom, boom, pow. And where are they for the day-to-day? You know, where are they when the kid is sick? Where are they when you want to take a vacation and you need somebody to watch them? Like, they're nowhere to be found. So I feel like truly think about the community that you have. You know, it truly does take a village to raise a child. And think about if you feel supported enough as is right now. Because if you don't, it's only going to get harder when the kid gets here, you know? And I've seen that firsthand. Again, I'm not a mom, but I just empathize with women who felt they had support and deep down they really didn't. So that's point 1, is to define what motherhood looks like for you. 2 is to get your money right. I mean, y'all, come on, this is a money channel. Like, kids are expensive. I'm expensive as a party of one. Like, kids are expensive. Like, I'm literally still on my mom's line. Like, granted, I give her more money than she gives me at this point as a 30-something, about to be 40 damn near. Like, But if I really need something and I'm pressed, my mom gonna have to provide. Why? Because she just signed up to be my mother and I'm the child. So yeah, kids are hella expensive. And I feel like people underestimate like what they have to pay for. Like, it's beyond just the diapers and the formula for that first year. Like, they need school supplies, they need clothes, they need medicine, they're in sports, they always having field trips. Like, they need sustainability, and nobody is responsible for that but you as the parent, you know? And so I feel like if you are not a good steward over your money right now, baby, I would recommend you become one. Like, daycare, feeding them daily, clothes, sports, shoes, all of it adds up. And I haven't even touched on the importance of making that money grow, because these are just day-to-day expenses we've discussed. Like, for me, I have a whole separate video on how I encourage my family to set up, well, I actually set it up for him, but like, I set up a custodial investment account in my name, because I'm a part of his village, and I know that his parents are solely focused on making sure that his day-to-day is good. And I was like, okay, but like, he's gonna be 18 one day, and I know how hard it was to try to figure out how I'm gonna pay for school, and I did that every semester. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm here, I'm good. Like, every semester I had to struggle to get back to Clark, Atlanta. So like, you really have to think about their future, and as a part of the village and as his godparent, I want to make sure that I'm chipping in and I'm adding on top of whatever his parents can do. So I talk about what that process is like, how much we invested when I started it, which was when he was 2 years old, and kind of where it is now on the video that I'll pop up on the screen. And yeah, I feel like the kids are only going to be small for so long. Like, one thing that I feel like a lot of parents say is that like, the time goes by so fast, cherish the moment. And I agree with that. And I also believe in providing for the now and preparing for their future. And that's where I stepped in for him. So kids is expensive. So please make sure that you have the income and the means to support them. I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire, you have to be some rich person, but just make sure that you are a good steward over what you have, and that there's room to afford these additional mouths that you're gonna have to feed, okay? And then third is to enjoy your life now. You know, while you are child free, if you currently are, and even if you are not child free and you have kids, like, I feel like a lot of women lose themselves in kids, and I cannot emphasize enough that like, these kids is gonna grow up and be gone. Like, they gonna grow up and leave, and you've changed your whole identity to mother, like, period. No wife, no rich auntie, no world traveler, no business owner. Like, everything evolves around the child or the children. And that's how it's easy for you to wonder, like, 18 years later, like, who am I? Like, what do I want to do with my life? You know, like, what do I enjoy? Because you haven't taken the time to truly pour into those other areas of your life. Now, is it going to be easy? Probably not. And that's the importance of a village. But I love seeing women online. I love seeing the women in my life, like, still be with the shit, you know, whether that's going to Renaissance for Beyonce, going to Renaissance concert to see Beyonce, going to Carnival in the islands, like, or taking regular self-care days, spa days. Like, I just love to see women pour into themselves, because we give so much of ourselves to so many other people, whether we are with child or not. And I feel like those first couple of years, you will have to give a lot to your children, you know, and God willing, you have a supportive partner, you have a village to help you with that. But I feel like over time, I hope that you lean on your support. Like, for me, for my godson, like, we leaned in heavy. Now, granted, this is her first kid. They have their own emotional connection. And whenever he called while we were out, like, we rushed home. Like, it was no question about it. But now that he is much older, like, she will be like, all right, stay with your daddy, or I'm gonna drop you off at such and so's house, and I need to go get my nails done. You know, I need to go to the spa. I need to go get my hair braided. I need to go hang out with my friends and talk to other adults, you know. And so I really admire that. And again, I feel like those are the experiences and the trips that truly make life worth living. And if you want to do more of those as a mother or as a soon-to-be mother or a rich auntie like me, then I have just what you need to make that more realistic, because all these things require money. The kid and the experiences and the trips. And so I have a resource called my Luxury Living on a 9-to-5 Budget Masterclass, where I teach you how to go from unconscious spending to confidently being able to afford the experiences and trips that you deserve, because social media have you out here just spending all willy-nilly. You know, you could be on TikTok shop all day. You can be easily influenced by all these sandals and sundresses that all the influencers are posting. And to be clear, very cute. I've seen a lot of wonderful things, but for me, I have learned to prioritize experiences. I have learned to prioritize vacations. I have learned to prioritize living abroad, okay? And if that means I have to spend less in those other areas to be able to spend the more or most of the money in the experiences and the trips that I actually want, then I'm willing to do that. And the beauty of it is that you don't have to go into debt for it. You don't have to take up a second job. You don't have to do no scamming or no risky investments. Like, I literally show you over the course of 90 minutes, like, how to use your 9-to-5 income to make this happen, you know. And that's what I do. Like, I have tons and tons of resources, and the feedback from the masterclass has been amazing already. So if you want to travel more, you know, if you want to make room in your life and be able to actually afford the spa days, the hair, the nails, like, and not, again, feel like hella restricted, like, I know you're gonna love it, because I created it for the other fellow experiences, trips girls, you know. Like, don't feel pressure to keep up with every. What I was saying before my video cut off was that you should not feel pressure to live up to anybody else's standard, and that includes anybody you see online. Like, if you don't value trips, if you don't value experiences, then the masterclass is not for you. If you want, you know, hair, wigs, nails, then you can find that elsewhere. But I literally am here for the girls who want to use their income to create and start to do more of the things that they love. And those things are usually trips and experiences. So that is linked below in the description. And again, it's for the girls who want to create their own versions of a soft life and know that they can afford it. Not having to call nobody, not having to call mommy, not having to call daddy, not having to call no man or lay up under no man. Amen. You have the money to do what you want to do. You have the money to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And that's literally what the masterclass is about. So again, it is linked in the description. I'm all about showing the girls how to get their own money so they can go do the things that they want to do, whether that's stay stateside or travel overseas. So that's all for today. Please let me know if you have any questions, and go ahead and end this video with one piece of advice that you would give to a mother or a aspiring mom to be as we approach Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of the moms who watch me below. Happy Mother's Day to all of the women who watch me. Comment below and let me know your biggest takeaway as well. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.